Does your partner ever wrongly accuse you of doing or thinking things that are way off the mark? Have you ever wondered why the same behaviour that had your partner loving you one week has her completely turned off you in the next week? Although I've been dating since I was 14 years old, I had little idea about the many and varied intricacies that are required to maintain a serious and successful relationship with a woman. Looking back, I can't believe how much this cost me in broken relationships, in stress and frustration. By nature, I'm a careful and measured kind of guy, and I've never been attracted to dramatic or erratic women. It took many years before I realised that one of the biggest problems behind my numerous failed relationships was my confusion about how I should respond to my partner's fluctuating moods. It dawned on me that the continual problems I seemed to be experiencing in all of my relationships were not just about the women. They were also about me. Throughout my late teens and mid-20s, I worked in male-dominated industries. I also experienced years of living with male housemates. I didn't want to believe the significant amount of men around me who said, "All women are crazy," yet I couldn't ignore the evidence from my own life. And then something happened that changed my relationship with the opposite sex. I had a career change and began working in the entertainment industry. This meant that I was working with and for a lot of women. Since I wasn't romantically involved with any of these women, I found myself in an environment that allowed me to interact with my female co-workers and hear about life from their perspective. Although I already knew that women experience a physical menstrual cycle, I wasn't too sure about the emotional aspects of it. I simplistically thought that when women experienced PMS, they were prone to cry or yell, and when they were ovulating, their libido tended to increase. That's about as far as my knowledge went. Thanks to the many discussions with my female co-workers, I was gradually able to pick up on the fact that due to their biology, women experience changing moods throughout their entire menstrual cycle. I naively thought that these mood cycles were just something that women had to deal with. It didn't occur to me that I could have any effect on them. So I continued to muddle through one relationship to the next. Nothing changed, so everything remained the same. Then about 12 years ago, I started yet another new relationship. After a few months, it seemed things were going really well. I was beginning to feel quietly optimistic that this woman was different from all the other moody women that I'd been with in my previous failed relationships. Then, to my surprise, a casual conversation deteriorated into an argument where she said out of the blue and in no uncertain terms, "This relationship doesn't work for me. It's over." Seriously, she wanted to end it right then and there. I was stunned. Then a few days later, she did a 180-degree turn and wanted to take it all back. After that emotional ordeal, it was really hard for me to just pick up and move forward. I didn't know what to think. Honestly, nothing was different from the week before. I loved this woman, but this pattern was all too familiar, and I genuinely thought this relationship was not going to be like all the others. It was especially tough and confusing because she was a great communicator most of the time, and she was more secure than any other woman I'd dated previously. Her calm, thoughtful and measured personality flipped, and boy, she became nasty. I was perplexed. I desperately wanted this relationship to work because I was falling for her in a big way. So I decided it was time to do some serious research.